Nehemiah chapter 10. Those whose seals were on the document were the governor, Nehemiah son of Hakaliah, and Zedekiah, Seraiah, Azariah, Jeremiah, Pashur, Amariah, Malkiah, Hatush, Shebaniah, Maluk, Harim, Miramoth, Obadiah, Daniel, Ginnethon, Baruch, Meshulam, Abijah, Mijamin, Mazaiah, Bilgiah, and Shemaiah. These were the priests. The Levites were Jeshua son of Azaniah, Binui of the sons of Henadad, Kadmiel, and their brothers, Shebaniah, Hodakiah, Kelita, Peliah, Hanan, Micah, Rehob, Hashabiah, Zakur, Sherebiah, Shebaniah, Hodaiah, Bani, and Beninu. The heads of the people were Parash, Pahath Moab, Elam, Zatut, Bani, Buni, Asgad, Bebai, Adonijah, Bigvai, Adin, Ater, Hezekiah, Azur, Hodaiah, Hashum, Bezaiah, Harif, Anathoth, Nebai, Magpiash, Meshulam, Hezrir, Mejabel, Zaduk, Jadua, Pelatiah, Hanan, Ananiah, Hoshea, Hananiah, Hashub, Haloshish, Pilha, Shobek, Rehum, Hashabaniah, Masaiah, Ahijah, Hanan, Anan, Maluk, Harim, and Banach. The rest of the people, the priests, Levites, gatekeepers, singers, and temple servants, along with their wives, sons, and daughters, everyone who was able to understand and who has separated themselves from the surrounding people to obey the law of God, joined with their noble brothers and committed themselves with a sworn oath to follow the law of God given through God's servant Moses, and to obey carefully all the commands, ordinances, and statutes of the Lord our God. We will not give up our daughters in marriage to the surrounding peoples, and will not take their daughters as wives for our sons. When the surrounding people bring merchandise or any kind of grain to sell on the Sabbath day, we will not buy from them on the Sabbath or a holy day. We will also leave the land uncultivated in the 7th year and will cancel every debt. We will impose the following commands on ourselves: to give 1/8 of an ounce of silver yearly for the service of the house of our God, the bread displayed before the Lord, the daily grain offering, the regular burnt offering, the Sabbath and new moon offerings, the appointed festivals, the holy things, the sin offerings, to atone for Israel, and for all the work of the house of our God. We have cast lots among the priests, Levites, and people for the donations of wood by our ancestral families at the appointed time each year. They are to bring the wood to our God's house to burn on the altar of the Lord our God, as it is written in the law. We will bring the first fruits of our land and of every fruit tree to the Lord's house year by year. We will also bring the firstborn of our sons and our livestock as prescribed by the law, and will bring the firstborns of our herds and flocks to the house of our God. To the priests who serve in our God's house, we will bring a loaf from our first batch of dough. To the priests at the storerooms of the house of our God, we will also bring the first fruits of our grain offering, of every fruit tree, and of every new wine and fresh oil. 1/10 of our land's produce belongs to the Levites, for the Levites are to collect the 1/10 offering of all our agricultural towns. A priest from Aaron's descendants is accompany the Levites when they collect the 10th, and the Levites are to take 1/10 of this offering to the storerooms of the treasury in the house of God. For the Israelites and the Levites are to bring the contributions of grain, new wine, fresh oil to the storerooms where the articles of the sanctuary are kept, and where the priests who minister are, along with the gatekeeper singers. We will not neglect the house of our God.